Welcome to your Unreal Engine 5 one-course solution for dynamic sky and weather system. In this course, you'll learn how to create a robust sky system featuring a dynamic day-night cycle, volumetric clouds, immersive snowy weather with footprints and snow particles, rainy weather featuring realistic raindrops, puddles, lightning effects, and we'll start from scratch. In the first section, we'll create the basic day-night cycle with stars, moon, and variables in Details panel for us to tweak the look of our sky system. We'll begin with creating a BP dynamic sky actor for a drag-and-drop lighting solution. Then we'll make use of construction script to build basic time of day with the help of blueprint macros. After that, we'll look into the idea of a sky sphere and a sky material. Then add in our own stars and moon with the variables in our blueprint for tweaking their look. In the second section, we'll add in 2D clouds and volumetric clouds to our dynamic sky system. We'll start with creating a blueprint enum to define different cloud modes. Then we'll modify our sky material created in the last section to add in 2D clouds. Next, we'll go over the concept of planar projection and look at how to use it to project our volumetric clouds on the sky. After that, we'll cover volume texture and volumetric advanced output to bring in more realism. Then we'll make use of normalized altitude mask and macro variation to create more details and interesting shapes. After animating our clouds, we'll expose more properties to our blueprint for us to better tweak the final look. In the third section, we're going to build a basic landscape with an auto landscape material that supports texture bumping, triplanar projection, and slope blend. We'll start with sculpting a basic landscape with the noise texture we have. Then we'll look into the concept of texture bumping and triplanar projection to create the ultimate tiling brick solution, triplanar bumping, for our landscape. In the next section, we'll add in snowy weather to our weather system with footprints, snow particles, snow blend for landscape, objects, and dynamic snow blend. We'll begin with the lighting for snowy weather in the testing level. Then we'll introduce the concept of data asset, blueprint struct, and look at how we can use them to store different lighting properties and switch weathers. Then we'll start to build a snow blend mask for both of our landscape and objects, and look into how we can make use of material parameter collection to control our weather effects globally. Next, we'll dive into NM-Notify, Blueprint Macro Library, Decal Material, and Niagara System to spawn footprints only when it's snowing. Then we'll begin to write a custom Niagara module for particles to follow our camera and use it as a template to spawn our snow particles. Lastly, we'll create dynamic snow blend with the help of timeline in our blueprint. In the last section, we'll create rainy weather with raindrops, puddles, interactive splashes, and post-processed raindrop effects. We'll start the section with a new data asset for our rainy weather. Then we'll cover how to create procedural puddles and how to play flickable animation in our material to generate ripples. We'll also create our own material function for generating waves and blending our puddles with our landscape. Then we'll learn how to create performance rain effects by first creating a master liquid material and a rain Niagara system. We're also going to cover how to use a custom Niagara input script and dot product to scale the brightness of our raindrops by both of the distance and lookup angle. After generating splashes through collision events and user parameters for rain effects, We'll look at the idea of physical material and how we can use it to define the surface type so that we can spawn splashes when our character steps onto the puddles. Next, we'll create a material for lightning and start to work on the Niagara system for it. After this one, we'll build raindrops on surface effects and turn it into a post-processed material for our system. This is gonna be the most comprehensive sky weather system course that you'll ever find online. And the applied tasks and section challenges will ensure your understanding of every step and your ability to replicate them. What are you still waiting for? I'll see you in the course.